Hi, this is Lindsay, and welcome back to Nevermore Creations. As we're entering fall and the season of thankfulness and giving, I want to share with you this journal that Cheryl made for me, and I just want to thank her for it. It is a Thanksgiving themed journal. It's a repurposed book. I love the mixed media type effects that she used and the beautiful fall tree with the little bird in it. And so I'm going to do a quick flip through so you can enjoy it along with me. I have already looked through it because I couldn't help myself, but one of my favorite parts about this journal is the closure and how she used this fabric. So I definitely will be using that in some of my journals because I just love that idea. But she really did amazing with all the different pages, and the that was the card she sent me. I just slipped it in the front. Just really different techniques and mixed media. And she knew that I liked spaces to write, so she left me, well, I just love that. I just love the little tiny pops of color. I love the textures. It's nice. And I wish that, I'm probably going to use this, I don't know. It's kind of a fall theme to me. I'm not 100% sure. So I was saying, yeah, I have one for this fall already. So either I'm going to probably use it next fall, or I'm just going to go ahead and use it anyway because there's a lot. I love these clips. There is a lot of spring and nature and just, I mean, a lot of stuff. I love the gesso and the, I don't know, I just love it. Made me want to write on all the papers already. I need to write more than I do. It's just I spend so much time making journals that, yeah, I don't take all that much time to write in them. Oh, my boys. But see, I just like the little leaves and the little touches. Every page is a new surprise to write on, a new texture, a new experience. And that's one thing I love about junk journals, is every page is a new experience. I used to just write in the plain lined journals, and they were quite boring, and you'd get tired of it because it was just the same. Even if you used colored pens or things like that, it always felt the same. But when you're dealing with junk journals, every page looks different. Every page feels different. Every page has a personality of its own. And that's what I love so much about junk journals. And I see people say a lot of times, okay, I like junk journals, but I can't figure out how to use them. What do I do? Well, whatever the heck you want. So, I mean, like when I see this and the grids, I see like, you know, menu, and then Monday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, Tuesday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, Wednesday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you can easily fill out. I also see a to-do list, but it feels so, excuse me, it feels so amazing. And then like you even have the beautiful, I mean, I know this is just a simple baker's twine, but to me it's more than that. It is a piece of existence. I mean, I know I'm kind of being sentimental here, but this is a piece of life. It's a beautiful color combination. I know I'm going crazy, guys, but that's why I love junk journals so much. This might still be the same grid this is, but it's not. It's different. It has a stamp. It just adds, I mean, look at that. Just adds perspective. And so on here, what I'm seeing in my mind is a letter to one of my sons, and I like to put that in here, and I say, you know, dear, and I put their name, and then I write about some of their favorite things. And sometimes I just make lists of the videos I'm going to film, or lists of the digital kits I want to work on. Sometimes I feel like writing about some of the things that happened during the day. So like in this beautiful little card, I might open it up and date it, and then I might write, you know, today we did. And sometimes I don't have the energy to, I mean, I've taken many writing courses and I could write a book if I wanted to. But, you know, I sometimes just don't have the energy. So I could bullet point it and just say, you know, went to the apple orchard, baked brownies, worked on so many journals, you know, had this discussion with so-and-so. And I've done that in the past, and when I look back on it, it brings me back to that day, and it brings me back to the feelings of that day. So even if you can't write a lot, these are perfect because you can just go to a page and, like this one, ugh, this one's just calling to me. So yes, thank you, Cheryl, for putting so much hard work into this. I love how comfortably it lays open. I love how inviting it is to write in it. Music paper, love it. Just love it. Oh, there's a little stray piece of fabric. Just love it. Yeah. Friendship brings beauty to our days and joy to our world. Be a good place to write about something you did with your friends. I think there's some writing or something in here. I like that. There's a little page to write on tucked in there. Love it. And then of course there's all that journaling too. So take advantage of all the journaling spots. It makes it fun to go back and read too, because you can find all your little hidden, you know, life rarely happens in a long narrative form. It happens in short snippets of experience. And if you had, you know, funny quotes your kids said or something funny that happened, and look, there's like a little junk journal within a journal. So this would be great for maybe recording, you know, my Etsy and YouTube things that I need to, and have it separate, but still have it with me and then tucked in there. So thank you, Cheryl, for the love you put into this, the work you put into it. It will be used and loved, I assure you. And so thank you all for just putting up with my stream of consciousness talking whatever my brain was thinking, and not really that filtered. But I just want to convey how a junk journal mirrors a life. And I need to talk more about that sometime in a video, because I get so many questions or see so many people question about what is the importance of a junk journal. And our lives are not a perfect clean-cut copy. And in our lives, sometimes things don't seem to go the way we want to go. Now, Cheryl, I don't know whether you meant this, you know, for me, I would mean the stitching to be curved. But let's just say for the sake of argument that this is supposed to be a straight stitch, and see how it curves. Instead of saying, you know, being a perfectionist and saying, oh no, the stitch was supposed to be straight, my life is ruined. Oh no, this was supposed to go this way, my life is ruined. Oh no, I need to redo it. Look at the curve and look at the beauty. Look at what it created. See it for what it is and how it flows with everything. I've learned with my journals that when I make a mistake, I say, how can I make this work? And a lot of times it comes out even better than I could have imagined. And I think that's the same thing in our lives. When something does not go the way we want it to go, instead of, you know, oh, I screwed up. Oh, this happened to me. Poor me. Whatever. Look at it as that little page in your junk journal that didn't go quite right, but yet it flows with everything else. You know, that day of your life that's like this tracing paper, that's like all wrinkled and stained and curled. What are you going to do? Regret it? Or are you going to make it part of your story? Are you going to put it in the junk journal of your life and appreciate it for what you learned, and appreciate it for what it is? You know, the days that are stained with harsh words, the days that are stained with a bad decision, the days that are stained with things that just, you know, the traffic and the things that don't go your way. Are you going to try to rip that page out and throw it away? Or are you going to learn from it? Are you going to enjoy it? Are you going to embrace it as a part of your life? So, okay, this is like junk journal philosophy 101 here. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to get off. And I hope that I didn't bore you all too much. You've probably all left a long time ago. But thank you, Cheryl, for this beautiful book that is such a mirror of our lives. And how all the little pieces of life as we come across can be put together to make a beautiful book.